That was rock and roll.
Tell me which one.
Whichever one you like.
That was hilarious. That right there was Coming to America. Whichever you like.
Yeah. When I slide in the like butter, she come like a Hellcat. Every time she step out the house, she bring her chick back. Show my chain love, yeah. Come show my chain.
I think for me, the importance of being a strong black lead, especially right now in this atmosphere that we are in, is to show that there are more black stories than slavery and oppression.
You know, for me, when we were on with Run's House was on and Flavor of Love was on. And for me, it's like, okay, one day you might want to laugh with Flav, and one day you might want to come and watch Run's House. So for me, it's all a balance, you know. As long as there's choices to do it all, I'm happy. You know, I'm not one that I think that I'm holier than thou. I'm not Reverend Joseph Simmons, I'm Reverend Run. So I'm Run, I come from the rap culture that is currently out now. So I don't judge what's going on. As long as there's a variety of everything you can watch, then I'm happy. So it's like, you say, does it balance it out? I would think that was a good way to put it. It balances it out. As long as you can see a little of everything.
I've always said that I want to see more African-American action heroes. Because right now we see maybe one or two people just doing one thing and then you don't see them again. I want to see a continuation of one person.
I would love to see period pieces with black people that, like you said, aren't just set in slavery. You know, I think that the Harlem Renaissance was such a beautiful time for us artistically, whether it be art, poetry, writing, music, dance. Black people were everywhere, and it was a wave that took over the United States and went to Europe and changed the global perspective of what the African American experience was in this country. So I would love to see something highlighting those men and women who paved a way for us to be able to sit here today.
I was reading something where you were talking about risk and taking risk and how important that is. Could you share a little bit about your philosophy on that?
Yeah, it's a very strange, weird thing, but I do love fear. I find that any project that has had big success or anything that, whatever, whether small success or big success, I've usually felt uncomfortable at the start of it. And so that to me is always a nice sign that if it scares me, it's like, okay, I'm on the right path. Because I think in order to be truly successful, right, you can have different varying degrees of success, but in order to be truly successful, you have to take risks. You just have to, right? Because like true success is usually going down a road that hasn't been traveled, no one's been there. And if you're looking to do innovative things and you're looking to do things that, you know, are gonna pierce through all the existing content, you're gonna have to take a risk. So if you're feeling uncomfortable, if it feels risky, if it feels like, oh my God, like, I don't know if anyone done this before, that's a good sign. And I think we shouldn't run away from that.
The only way I know how to do it is if you're an actor, act. That means every single thing that they give you to act in, whether it's a homosexual AIDS patient who's married to Janet Jackson in For Color Girls, or her character, Joe in For Color Girls, or whether it's the precursor of Ghost being not only Shabu, but Free, this crazy thug dude in Gridiron Gang, or you know, whether it be a guy that barely speaks in Ava DuVernay's Middle of Nowhere with Emiyasi Coronati, or whether it's, you know, next to Nick Cage in Kick-Ass, or next to, you know, the incredible Kevin Costner, who's a dear friend in The Guardian, or whether it's really bringing this guy to life that nobody has been able to get over yet, and that being what Courtney created and what I aided her in creating in Ghost. I just feel like the movies that I've had an opportunity to play are only coming because I keep taking risks to go, I love you, Ghost, but I gotta put your ass in the trash can for like 5 minutes. And I'm not taking the trash out. I'm gonna keep the trash in the house, but I'm gonna put you in the trash can for like 5 minutes. If that's from March to September, then that's what I gotta do. I gotta go play somebody else. I think that's what you gotta do. If you're an actor, act. If you're a writer, write. If you're a director, direct. You know, Damien's gotta direct. You can't stop at one film. Direct.
Okay, so last question. Do you ever get concerned when you're reading the script? Maybe not for you, because I know that you'll find out in advance, but for your castmates, like, oh, I might lose a dear friend this episode.
I do get concerned.
Was it like shake your nerves a little bit?
I knew that we were losing the daughter before anybody knew. I had to live with that all season. You know, because Courtney and I are constantly on the phone with each other. Me and Curtis. So you're next to Joseph and you're not telling Joe. You're next to people that are leaving. I've been next to people that are done. It's very difficult.
You've been in the business for a long time. What's the key to longevity?
Wow, I think the key to longevity is being able to know who you are outside of what this industry is. Sometimes I think our folks allow the industry and the successes and the failures to define who they are. My successes and my failures never define who I am as a man. So no job is ever going to make me the man that I am. No lack of it is ever going to make me the man that I am. My devotion to my family, to my community, to the women in my life, the children in my life, that's what defines who I am as a man first, as a human being second.